thank you so much for watching. Today I'm serving up something a little different. In case you're looking for something just using metallics for the festival season, not necessarily colorful looks, but just metallics. I hope you like this one. This is what I came up with. I didn't want it to be pretty and polished. I just wanted it to look like just big brush strokes of metallic color on the lids. And it's pretty easy, so if you want to see how I created this look, keep watching. All right, excuse this Mickey Mouse hairdo. I just threw it up in a half pony just to keep it out of my face. So to begin, to prime my skin, I'm gonna use this by Korres. It's the Greek yogurt smoothie. I used this last week in an Instagram live where I was doing my makeup in Vegas. And I liked it. It's just really lightweight, a good hydrating, moisturizing primer. This actually feels really nice on my skin. Now for my foundation, I'm gonna use two different cushions. One is by Dior and the other is by Maybelline. Maybelline is number 40, it's lighter and more olive. This one is a little bit deeper, more tan. So I'm gonna start with the Maybelline cushion first and just hit sort of the center areas of my skin where I'm a little bit more light. And with this more tan color, I'm gonna hit the perimeter. I have my contour stick from Makeup Forever. This is the Ultra HD Foundation Stick in Y505. And for this, I'm just gonna use a brush to blend it out and give me a more broad contour that's, again, gonna warm up more of my face. Now, if you're going to be at an outdoor festival or anywhere under the sun, you're probably gonna be sweating a little bit, but for concealer, I am gonna use this one by Tarte. This is the Amazonian Clay Waterproof 12-Hour Concealer. This stuff's gonna stay put, whether you sweat or just have it on for a long time. So I'm gonna apply this directly. Oh boy. And this is the color medium, but it's quite light. So I'm going to be conservative about how much I apply. And then just with a concealer brush, I'm just going to blend this out. Again, I want to use less product to achieve a more fresh look that's appropriate for outdoors. So the smaller the tools I use, the more precise I'm going to be with my application and just have to use less product. And with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless in medium, the tiniest dab of setting powder just at the crease area under my eyes. All right, now moving on to the blush. I showed you guys a cream blush palette last week that I'm officially obsessed with. I use this almost every day now. This is the Stila Convertible Color Palette. So I'm going to use this color right here, second from the left. So I'm just bouncing this against my cheek for an even blended color. So that's it for the base, for the skin. Again, something very basic that's good for outdoors and is gonna stay under the sun. So I just wanna do one more thing. I'm gonna use the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. All right, now I'm ready to move on to the eyes. All right, now for the eyes, I'm going to be using this Mixing Liquid by Mehron. The pigment that I'm gonna use today is by Pat McGrath. These are not new, they are newer, but they're not totally new. This is the gold 001, silver 005, and the bronze 005. So it's basically going to be an ombre going from the silver to the bronze to the gold. So all I'm gonna do is first dip my brush into this liquid, not immerse it completely, just the tip. And then I'm gonna grab some of this pigment and put it on the back of my hand. So I've got a fair amount of this stuff on the back of my hand now. And like I said, you guys, this is just like finger painting. This is up to you how much or where you want to put this stuff. I don't want it to look perfect and polished. So I'm gonna grab a little bit on the brush and then just starting right here in the inner corner, I'm just gonna start applying just with the tip of the brush, and I'm not going to focus at all on making it look perfect. I want it to just be, I want it to look like just like a paintbrush, just kind of took one swipe and then stopped. And then feather it out a little bit. So now I'm gonna put that brush down. I'm gonna pick up a new brush. I'm gonna take my bronze pigment and I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Dip into the liquid and then pick up some of that bronze pigment, So again, now with this loaded up brush, I'm gonna tilt my head back, right at the center there. I'm gonna start right where that silver ended, and then make my way out. And then I can take that brush that I used to apply the silver and feather out that bronze so it looks blended. And I'm loading up most of the bronze right there in the center. So now you can see we've got that ombre going from the silver to the bronze. Now I'm gonna add that gold. So for this, I'm gonna take the brush and again on the flat side, just start creating that brush stroke. And then getting into the lid a little bit. And of course being sure to blend in with that bronze. And then if you wanted to, you could do these sort of lines on your lid like I just did with the gold and now I'm doing with the bronze. Again, this is the kind of thing where you can really, truly do anything you want. So now you can see that the gradient goes from silver to bronze when you turn and then gold. And I think I'm gonna just go for it and extend that gold all the way out. So again, I'm just using the tip of the brush to feather this out. I just think that bronze to gold is just such a nice progression. I mean, if that were a highlighter, that would be poppin'. All right, I think I'm just gonna leave it there and move on to the other eye. Get that right into the tear duct area to give it that highlight. It does not have to be totally symmetrical to this side. That's also kind of the point, is you wanna use a free hand and do it, you know, differently on both sides. And then with that flat side, I'm just gonna start blending that into the silver and then freehanding some random lines. I don't hear one plane throughout the whole day. The minute I start shooting, 3 of them have gone by so far. Air traffic control is playing me. All right, so with the gold, again, I'm gonna just start at the edge of the bronze and then just start drawing lines, feathering outward, and again, going all the way out there. All right, on to the lashes. I'm using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and I'm using falsies today. But you know me, even when I use falsies, I use half of one. I'm going to be using the Ardell Faux Mink 812 lashes. These are synthetic lashes, but I'm cutting one piece in half and using it for both eyes. So this is what the lash looks like originally, and then I cut it and traded places. So this side went to this side and this side went to this side. See? I'm gonna grab a little bit of this, put it onto this half lash here. Right, now I'm gonna take this and lower it right onto the outer corner here. So you see, that's just giving me some extra fullness and definitely some length. Sorry, I spit. It's definitely some length at the outer part, right at the outer corner, so it lifts the eye, and lower it down onto my lash line. I just love the way that looks. I think it's so pretty. It's still natural, but it definitely gives the eyes that lift at the outer corners. For the brows, I want to keep this looking really natural and not too, again, same thing, not too polished and too done. So I'm going to use this by Maybelline. This is the Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer in the color Auburn. So this is going to lighten my eyebrows a little bit. So with this, I'm going to push up my brows here and make them stand up in the front. And it's also going to semi-fill in my brows as it's setting them. Now for the lips, I am going to use a little bit more of that pigment, just a tiny bit. This is totally optional. You definitely don't have to do this. You can keep it as is. First, what I'm gonna do is apply my Kopari Lip Love. I don't want any color on my lips. I just want it to be glossy. You can use a clear gloss if you want, if you think that's gonna stay better. I just like the way this gives me shine and moisturizes. So I'm just gonna apply this pretty liberally. So now I'm gonna go back to that mixing liquid and I'm going to dip into it with this little brush and then take some of that gold pigment. Again, this is totally optional because it kind of does look like a gold mustache. I'm gonna take this and just highlight my Cupid's bow. And then taper it off. So again, you want to use a really, really thin brush like this one. So that's it for this look. Obviously very different from what you're used to seeing on my channel. I just wanted to do something that was outside the box and not like a pretty makeup look for the festival season and really for anything you feel like wearing it to. I really hope you guys liked seeing something different on my channel. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Talk to me down in the comments and I'll see you in my next video.